How's it going, guys? So, today's video is gonna be a little bit related, a little bit not related. So, if you pay attention, of course, to a lot of my videos where I'm wearing my uniform, which mainly pertains to my other channel where I have a lot more videos of me in my uniform, but you should still see that on this channel. I'm obviously a scout, and if you know much about scouting, you'll probably know what NYLT, or National Youth Leadership Training, is. And I just got back from that. Cvc Nylt, or Colonial Virginia Council, NYLT, National Youth Leadership Training. So I'd like to personally thank anybody who's watching this video. If you were there, if you're a graduate, congratulations, you did it and you earned it. If you were staff there, thank you so much for an amazing NYLT. I look forward to staffing there again. I'm probably going to try not to name names solely for the sake of, privacy. Sea Scout Man, if you're watching this, you know who you are. Thank you. You're awesome. Thank you to our senior patrol leader, and of course all of our adults, our course director, and all of our backup course directors, and anybody who's helped to staff. Thank you so much for an amazing NYLT. From the bottom of my heart, I truly do mean it. And there was a couple, it had its ups and downs, but of course, the peaks of the good times really just kind of made the bad times seem non-existent. So, these are the NYLT beads. You get 2 NYLT beads if you participate. You get a 3rd NYLT bead if you're on staff. You get a 4th NYLT bead if you're the senior patrol leader. I think you'll get beads for going to nail. They might have their own special thing. I don't know if they look exactly like this. Actually, I think they do. For Wood Badge, which is the adults version of NYLT. There's a whole lot of ways. I don't know if C Badge gives you any. Anyways, there's a whole lot of ways you can get beads. I just have my first 2. But I do have this special award. This is the Silver Acorn. So this award it's not nationally recognized. It's just a council thing. But effectively, you had to go above and beyond to, help out the staff. And to be model scout, you have to, again, go above and beyond and just, be as helpful as you can without being told. It's kind of challenging, but it's not like an award where there's direct, instructions. The staff have to elect you, so the staff have to see that you're, worthy of it. They have to elect you, and then people will vote on you. So, and there's also the Golden Acorn for staff. I don't know exactly how many were given out, so I think there was maybe 4 per day. 2 per day for the first. So for the first day, I think on that first weekend there must have been 6 handed out. 4 of them went to my troop, and I got 1 of them. I don't know how many participants we had there. Probably close to about 100. Just a guess, but it was definitely a large crowd. So only a couple of these were handed out, and I got one of the first ones. And then we came back for NYLT weekend 2, and then a couple more were handed out. I think probably, again, right at 6, 7, 8, that mark were handed out. But again, this is not easy to get, and I got it, and I'm so thankful for that. Of course, all the Silver Acorn recipients, you know who you are again. Congratulations, you earned that too. And that actually goes on your NYLT beads. I just haven't put them on there yet because then I have to untie that perfect little knot, and I just kind of want to savor the moment because I'm probably going to butcher it when I try to take it off. So this, I'm just going to kind of block out some names here. If you focus really hard, you can probably see the names anyways, so I don't really care. But this is my certificate signifying that I've done it. Cvc Nylt. Thank you again to our senior patrol leader. And here, you get some cool stuff here. This is, and I have not looked at this, by the way. So this is our little packet that we get, our little NYLT packet. So first of all, National Youth Leadership Training vision cards. This is really, really cool. So if you guys want one tip, if you guys are going through NYLT and you want one tip, take notes. When you think you've taken enough notes, take more notes. Then when you're like, okay, I've taken a lot, no, take more notes, just notes. That's the secret. Because there's going to be some times where you're working so hard, you know, it's like you got to be here in 15 minutes, but we're actively doing a presentation, so you got like after the presentation 3 minutes to shuffle your entire patrol over there. It's a panic, okay? And you're gonna forget a couple things that your troop guides said, or that your senior patrol leader said. You're gonna forget some things, and of course, you can. I mean, even the slightest little details that are so important can just go right through your head. But you write them down, and after you're done with NYLT, you look over your notebook of notes, and you just kind of look at things. And that notebook is always going to be a tool that you now have, so you can go back on and see those things that you heard in NYLT. Or you can always see that material. You could just look at the syllabus, but that's not as fun. So go back and look at your notes. And again, that's going to be a really useful tool, especially as those memories start to fade. You can just go back and kind of refresh yourself. But this right here is vision cards. So this kind of has the first thing we learned on that first night of weekend 1. This is the neutral position. So I'm not going to give you the entire rundown of what we learned at NYLT because you gotta go and get the experience. Don't just look up the syllabus. Don't look up the syllabus. Don't do it. No, go to NYLT. It's much more fun. So neutral position, which is effectively just kind of don't be doing this while you're talking, because then people don't know what's going on. People are freaked out. So a great campfire. So it's got, you know, campfire stuff. This is again got a, well, not again because I didn't say it. It's got a D-ring, so you can clip this on to your belt and just kind of see, you know. This is Wahua, what, how, when, and who, which is if I'm gonna do something like, let's say I'm going on a hike, I'm not just gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna go hike Old Rag. Congratulations, that's what we're doing. I'm gonna be like, okay, Wahua, what? What has to be done? Well, we have to hike the mountain. How are we gonna do it? Then you kind of plan out your drive, you know, who's gonna drive, how you're gonna get there, exactly how you're gonna go, you know, not specifics, but, you know, a very rough outline of the entire thing. Then when are you going to do it? Today, tomorrow? Well, not today, that's pretty ambitious, but examples. You know, next week, the week after, who will do it? So that's kind of your thing. Problem solving, use Wahua, all these different things. Servant leadership, a good leader is a good servant. Remember that, engrave that. Resolving conflict, ear method. Leading yourself, finding your vision, which is really, this is going to be handy. This is going to be very, very handy. And it's nicely laminated and all, so. Next, I'm trying to keep this pretty short, but we're already at like basically 10 minutes. Oh, daggone. We got patches and stickers. Okay, there's more patches. There's a thing that just slid down there. 2021. So our entire theme this NYLT was farming. So, you know, tractors and things. Growing into leadership, Colonial Virginia Council, that's really cool. National Youth Leadership Training. This is, I guess, a little, memory tips. So, vision, SMART goals, which is, SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, reasonable or relevant, and then timely, I believe. Wahua, SSE, start, stop, continue. What should we start doing? What should we stop doing? What should we continue doing? And that's all I'm going to say. There's more on here, but go to NYLT. Learn it yourself. I'm not telling you, boy. Ooh, so this is a council patch that you can put on your uniform, but it says, you know, National Youth Leadership Training 2021. be trained. Haha, I'm better than you. I'm kidding. Don't get so offended. That's all paperwork. This is the picture they took of me on the first day. I look very disorganized. We were shuffling. Like, we were doing this orientation trail, so I'm not gonna tell you exactly. The camp actually doesn't really matter. We're at Pipsico Scout Reservation. I don't care. I don't live that close to it anyways. So we got to Pipsico, and we were like, shuffling around to get to the dining hall, but we had to do this orientation trail, and we were carrying all of our gear, and my mom made me pack, like, way too much stuff, so it took, like, 4 people to carry all my gear, and we were, like, shuffling to get to the dining hall, and they're like, okay, drop your stuff, we're going in for pictures. Next thing you know, you're getting a picture taken of you, and you're like, what is happening? That's the feeling that you're gonna get a lot when you're at NYLT. But that's that picture of me. Okay, cool. Oh, here's another picture. I'm not going to show this, though, because it's got all of my patrol members. And I'm going to... Actually, I'll blur all of their faces except my brother's. There you go. Congratulations. Now you've seen my brother's face. If you could actually see that. This is a... Okay, cool. So we got staff applications for Tidewater Council. This is the National Youth Leadership Training. Colonial Virginia Council, so CVC. And then, of course, your med forms. They're just returning that stuff to you. So we got staff applications for Tidewater Council and Colonial Virginia Council, which I'm actually sitting at my computer desk getting ready to go do those staff applications online and play some Halo Infinite. Anyways, yeah, a Tidewater Council also is there. It's a Colonial Virginia Council on NYLT, but I saw some new Tidewater people there, okay? I saw some new Tidewater people. I saw you. Don't think you went under the radar. So again, NYLT is, and people hype it up, you might think, oh, people hype it up too much, people, make it sound like it's the second coming of Christ or whatever. Realistically, I think NYLT is the second coming of Christ, and you have to go. It is an amazing experience. You're going to love it, I guarantee it. Unless you get sucky patrol mates, in which case you're still going to have fun. You're still going to have a great experience, and you're still going to learn a lot. My patrol, pretty much nobody in my patrol, except for me and one other person, whose name shall remain unnamed, actually wanted to be there. Most everybody in my patrol was forced to go by their parents. So they were all, like, playing their Nintendo Switches or sleeping or playing on their phones the entire time. But I'll tell you what, when it comes down to patrol time, might not be the strongest point, but there's a lot of, classwork, lectures, things like that. And when you just take down notes, if there's somebody who's taking down a lot of notes that you haven't taken down, get their Instagram and ask, hey, can you message me some of those notes, or can you make a copy of some of those notes and send it to me? There's a lot of things you can do. You can even ask your patrol guide if, like, where can I find this syllabus? Or... there's plenty of things you can do, and if you get, like in my case, after the first weekend of NYLT, I went back home and then just found, like, all the staff members on social media, so you can even message them and ask some questions about leadership, because it's not like they go to staff in NYLT and they just forget all their leadership experience. They're still going to have some good experience, and you can still rely on them for advice. But I'm not trying to keep this video too very long, but I'd like to say congratulations, graduates. Thank you, staff. Thank you for watching this video, and bye-bye.